Good morning, everybody. This is Mark Armstrong from inTec Business Solutions, and I'm here to run this webinar all around Microsoft Teams. A little bit of housekeeping before we get started. Hopefully you've found it easy enough to log in. You'll notice that on your right-hand side, there's a Q&A feature. So if you've got any questions at all throughout this webinar, just feel free to post in there. The whole webinar itself is going to be recorded, so it'll be accessible post-event. You can just use the same link that you used to log into today. So if you want to view this again or share it with colleagues, etc., then obviously feel free to do so. Also, if you like, you can maximize your screen. There's a little button in the bottom right that'll let you do that. So first thing, as I mentioned, my name is Mark Armstrong. I'm a technology consultant for inTec. Here at inTec, we're an IT core business consultancy, I guess. And what we do is we try and help businesses make the most of technology. So I'm a Microsoft specialist, so I do a lot of our work within the Microsoft Cloud and Teams and all the rest of it. But the point is that we're here to sort of help any business in any way possible, really, make the most use of what's out there from a technology perspective. And as I say, today we're going to be focusing on Microsoft Teams. So what we'll do is I can run through a bit of an intro as to why Teams exists as a thing, and then we'll run through a fairly comprehensive demonstration just to show you some of the key features that it has, and hopefully spark some thoughts as to how you can potentially implement this in your business and make the best use of it. So the way in which organizations work has evolved. There are several trends that we're seeing regarding teamwork, and both work styles and the workforce are changing and becoming more diverse. In today's work environment, teams are often comprised of people in different buildings, time zones, or even across different companies. For the first time ever, there are 5 generations in the workplace, all with different backgrounds and expectations about collaboration tools. For example, some are more comfortable chatting on the phone, others prefer email, others still prefer face-to-face. There is also a movement towards transparency and inclusivity in how decisions are made. Organization structures are becoming more flat, which results in people being more often cross-organizational teams. And those teams are dynamic. It's rare that people don't change on a multi-month project. And when they leave, the first step is for all to go through their email, find the information needed to get the new person up to speed. Being on more teams has also led to a dramatic increase in the amount of collaboration. The new way of work is team-based and collaborative. Workers report that 80% of their time at work is spent collaborating. Teams are also increasingly geo-distributed. Employees are no longer in the same office, let alone the same time zone. According to a recent report, over 72% of employees will be working remotely by 2020, making it more challenging to have face-to-face conversations. For many employees, this has made collaboration more challenging. It's hard to maintain open dialogue when teammates are distributed. It's complicated to manage the volume of information, and it's difficult to attend every meeting. All these challenges hinder teamwork and productivity. So this is where Microsoft Teams can come in. So Teams is a chat-based workspace that brings together chat, meetings, calling, and Office 365 all in one place. And it's built around the trust of Microsoft security and compliance that's crucial for today's businesses. Microsoft Teams delivers on 4 core promises to create a digital workspace for high-performing teams. First, Microsoft Teams solves the communication needs of a diverse workforce. Teams has evolved to offer a complete meeting and calling solution, including chat, voice, and video, and has basically replaced Skype for Business Online as Microsoft's main tool for these features. Indeed, Skype for Business is going to be completely discontinued as of June 2020. You can use Teams for informal one-to-one or group chats. You can use it even directly on your phone if you're on the go. You can also have open conversations in channels. This enables people to share information in a transparent way to accelerate decision making. And it's super easy to move from a chat into a face-to-face meeting, helping you to bridge geographical barriers. When it comes to collaboration, deep Office integration enables today's multi-generational workforce to use the Office apps they're familiar with, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, even Power BI, right within the context of Teams. You can avoid email attachments and having to search for the latest version of a document. Teams brings all the Office 365 services together in one place, so you can easily share and co-author files. Many of you may use other services other than Office 365, and that can often mean that you have to switch between different tools, and as a result, you can have very disparate experiences. Teams has been built as a hub for all the services and tools that your teams use on a day-to-day basis. You can customize Teams with tabs, connectors, and bots to include apps and services you need, including third-party services like GitHub and Trello. They've also created an extensible platform to enable building apps and to integrate with business processes. And as you can see, Teams is growing fast. It's been Microsoft's fastest growing business app of all time. Now over 500,000 organizations using Teams, 91 of the Fortune 100 use it. Over 150 customers have 10,000 or more active users using this, and there are over 13 million people logging into Teams every single day. It's been incredibly popular, massive success for Microsoft, considering this only came out in 2017. So that's the intro. Without further ado, let's have a little bit of a demonstration, and let's run through some of the capabilities that Teams can offer. So welcome to Teams. And what we're doing is we're going to follow a day in the life of marketing manager Megan Bowen. So she's recently joined a major product launch initiative, and to organize everyone working on the launch, she and her colleagues are using Microsoft Teams to have a single and secure location that brings together everything their team needs: chats, meetings, calls, files, and tools. When Megan comes to the office in the morning, she starts her day setting her status for her team to know her availability. If she needs to be heads down on a project, she can set a status accordingly and with a unified presence. So what that means is if she wants to mark herself as busy here, that will show her as busy across all of the Office 365 platform. But for the time being, she's happy with being available, so we don't need to click anything. So if we now move into a Teams, and we can see that we have this new team that's been set up, this X1050 launch team. So let's have a look at that. Now, Megan likes to keep her team's environment tidy by only favoriting teams that she's actively working in. This allows her to view her relevant teams in one location. So if she decided that she didn't want to be seeing this X1050 launch team anymore, but didn't necessarily want to leave it, then what she could do is she could just click here and remove that as a favorite. Now, if she's moved something from a favorite, but she needs to reference it, so maybe she needs a reference a previously created document or a past conversation in a team that she's no longer got as a favorite, she can do. So all her existing teams are down here in the More section. So let's look at this business development team. So I go into the pipeline channel, and let's take a closer look at that. And from here, if I want, I can just remove this as a favorite. So instead of me leaving this team and therefore getting no information about it anymore, nor being able to access any of the information that already exists with it, what I can do instead is I can just remove specific channels or specific teams as favorites so that I don't get notifications about them anymore. So I'm going to remove pipeline as a favorite because I'm not really interested in any new messages that are going to come out of there. Now let's look at this knowledge share. Now in this case, I do want to continue to follow this. So as well as it having as a favorite, what I can do is I can click the follow this channel icon, and that will mean that I'll be notified anytime anyone posts into this channel, despite the fact that the team itself is no longer a favorite of mine. Now within the X1050 team, Megan has created several channels. So channels are basically ways to organize information in the chats into subsections. So let's take a look at the design channel. So again, what we can do is we can favorite this so that I'll get easier access and I can get informed of anything that's going on in here. And in this case, Megan has asked this as a favorite. What I can also do is I can follow this as well. So I can make sure I'm not going to miss anything that's going on in here. So let's do that. Now, the left navigation bar gives Megan access to all her main areas and teams. From here, she can access her activity, private chat, and the store, which is just here. So these are various apps that she can access here and now within Teams, or she can go to the store and she can set up new ones as well. So Megan has several options to search and navigate within Teams. She can use a left navigation, or she can use a searching command box at the top of the screen. So let's do a quick search. So in addition to searching across people, messages, files, and apps, from here, Megan can command apps to search for information in the app, such as news articles, and easily insert a specific result into a chat or channel conversation. So let's search for launch. And from here, I can now read through all these messages that have got launch within them. Megan can also take quick actions right from the box with slash commands. Slash commands are shortcuts that allow it to quickly perform tasks on Navigate Teams. For example, setting a status, adding a user to a team, or calling someone. To get started with slash commands, she simply types / to see a list of the currently available commands. And as you can see, lots of different things that she can do directly from within this bar. So here, Megan's used a slash command to jump to the design channel. When someone new joins a team, Megan can easily add them. A team can have up to 2,500 members across the organization, and even include external members through secure guest access. So here, she adds a trusted vendor to her team. When Megan adds a new person, they automatically get access to all conversations, information, and files that have been shared in the team. It's easy for a new member to ramp up to the project. It's also easier for Megan, if she doesn't have to think about which files, emails, and other information she needs to forward on. In Teams, Megan can choose how to communicate. She can engage in private one-to-one chats, in group chats, or in channel conversations that are visible to the entire team. Microsoft Teams enables people to communicate in an open and transparent way through channel discussions called conversations. Megan has some updates around design that she wants to share with the team. She'll use a design channel just for that. Chats are persistent and stored in their entirety, so Megan can quickly catch up while away or revisit decisions made in earlier conversations. This adds a lot of value for new people coming into the team, or for current team members looking to revisit the context of the conversation. By default, team conversations are visible to the entire team. This makes it easy for everybody to stay in the know and share information in a transparent way to accelerate decision making. The app mention shows that Megan is specifically mentioned, so she can easily find conversations that she needs to respond to. So these are these app mention signs here. So let's take a deeper look at one of these chats. The red bang shows high importance, so she can get straight into items or topics that are most important. When you have many members in a team, or when you have chats about multiple topics, it can become hard to follow a conversation. To help with that, Microsoft Teams conversations are threaded so that Megan can reply directly in context to specific conversations, keeping relevant chats grouped together. Further up in the design channel, Megan sees a conversation addressing the team. She clicks to expand all previous replies, allowing her to view the entire thread. She notices a message from Lee, who works internationally with the team in Japan. Unfortunately for Megan, she doesn't know Japanese. Previously, she would have to copy and pasted this into a translation app. Now, however, she can translate this directly within Teams. Today, she wants to share an update on design work, so she starts a new conversation. Megan can either send a simple quick chat, which is text, or expand the format and menu to use rich formatting tools. As it's an important update, she adds a subject line, and she marks it as important. She'd like to specifically thank Isaiah for his input, so she adds an app mention. This way, Isaiah will receive a notification and the conversation will show up in his activity feed. The culture of the team is very casual, so she decides to add a sticker. Features like this allow teams to have fun together. Successful collaboration is based on relationships, and Teams provides built-in emojis and integration into Giphy. Teams also supports creating and uploading memes and other stickers, like this. So she creates a custom sticker by adding a caption, "You guys rock." This makes it easy for Megan to show her personality and humanize or soften her messages. Changing the communication style has changed the style of Megan's team. They can focus more on the substance and less about the formalities. Channel conversations also support the ability to email a channel directly. Email a channel is useful for forwarding an important email so that if you want to share it with the team or if you want to move a conversation from email to Teams. To get a channel's email, just click on the ellipsis next to the channel name to access the email address. There it is. So Megan can use this to forward emails that are sent just to her that apply to the entire team. For conversations that don't require the entire team, Megan can use a private one-on-one chat or a group chat. In the chat section of Microsoft Teams, Megan will see private conversations that she has created or to which she has been added to. She has some one-to-one chats with the team members. For example, Isaiah wanted to run a new idea by Megan, so he started a one-to-one chat to see if she was available. She can also create a group conversation with various team members, in this case, Isaiah, Joanna, and Lee. So let's add them to this chat. Megan can easily add more people to this conversation as well. So she can click up here. I'm now going to add Nesta. So she adds Nesta to a group chat because he will probably have something to contribute to the conversation. When adding Nesta, she decides to include all chat history to help them get quickly up to speed. In Teams, you can specify whether you want to share all, none, or a specific number of days of chat history with the person you are adding to the group discussion. In Teams, users have a smooth experience no matter which device they work from. Teams is available across mobile, desktop, and browser. So let's take a look at Isaiah's mobile phone. So when team members are out of the office or away from their desks, they can keep up with the Teams activity in Microsoft Teams through the iOS and Android mobile apps. Isaiah is traveling on business and uses his phone to check in on the latest team activities. He can check and compose messages, view documents, join meetings, and make calls, just like on the desktop or on the web apps. This allows him to stay in the know with everyone in the office, even while he's away. Isaiah can easily move from a one-to-one chat to a call with a touch of a button. Sometimes it's more efficient to jump on a quick call to resolve an issue or answer a question. Let's go back to see Megan's screen. The Teams offers a complete meeting solution supporting sharing, video, and audio conferencing. So let's make a quick call to Isaiah. Meeting and calling capabilities are all built into Teams, so Megan can easily start a meeting directly from a chat conversation without having to sign in and out of multiple applications. In Johnny Sherman's copyright conversation, let's just get involved in this. Start a meeting. Megan can click the audio call or video call button to instantly turn a chat into an online call. Megan can also have a call within a channel. So let's set up a meeting around this conversation that's been going on around copyright infringement. So as you can see, we've got various pre-joining activities. So if I want, I could switch which camera I'm using for front facing or rear facing, or I could turn my camera off entirely if I didn't want it to be a video conference. I can also title this any way I want, but it's just a spontaneous meeting. So I'm just going to go straight into it. Before joining the meeting, as I say, we can include who we want to join the conversation. For scheduled meetings, this includes key actions like muting yourself, turning on video, blurring your background. We can also do this once we're in the meeting itself. So I can blur my background. So if I'm working from home or for whatever reason, I don't want people to see where I am, then I can do that. And that will blur the background behind me, but keep my face clear. Once she enters a meeting, in the top right corner, we can see that her status has changed to red, indicating that she's in a meeting. So everyone across the business knows that she's doing that and won't necessarily try and give her a call. Meetings can also be recorded to make it easier for people that couldn't attend to stay in the know. So let's record this one. The recording happens in the cloud and it's saved in Microsoft Stream, so you can access it securely across your organization. What we can also do is take notes on the meeting itself directly within the app. And we can continue to chat while talking. So we can continue to use text chat as well. So Megan can even include things like Wikipedia articles during the meeting from the chat tab directly, allowing her to maintain her meeting cadence without having to leave Teams. In this case, using Wikipedia to bring up an article around copyright infringement that everyone in the meeting can now see and access directly within it. After the meeting, all conversations, meeting notes, and the recording from the meeting are posted to the channel, or for private meetings, to the chat conversations of each participant. This is helpful for team members who are unable to attend the meeting, or if Megan herself wants to read up the context of the meeting. As we can see, we've got our meeting notes here, and we've got the recording of the meeting up here. So Megan remembers that she was not able to attend the last design review meeting. She wants to know if any decisions were made about the color scheme for the product. She knows the meeting was recorded, so she goes to the design channel to get up to speed. So let's watch this meeting. I can turn captioning on. And with automatic transcription enabled, all the words in the transcript become searchable metadata. And so transcription can be turned on for any meeting, and this will use voice recognition to create a transcript of everything that went on. As I say, what I can also do is I can then search this transcription. So I click on the little search button here and I search the transcription. So Megan can search it for specific topics, such as if or when she was mentioned. So here, she was mentioned twice. So let's look and see what happened at 9 minutes and 1 second in. And it'll start playing the video at just that point and let me hear and see what was going on in that time. For more formal meetings, Megan can schedule a meeting in the meeting section. In an experience similar to Outlook, Megan can enter information for the meeting, such as title and details. She can also select the channel for hosting the meeting, which will include all members of that channel. So let's invite some people into this meeting. So Megan can also schedule a meeting from Outlook with the Teams meeting add-in. So if you've got Teams installed on your PC, you'll have that add-in built into Outlook automatically. Meetings in Teams are integrated with Exchange Calendar, so the Schedule and Assistant feature suggests times that are optimal for all attendees, as we can see here. So let's go for 11 to 11:30, and we'll schedule that now. And there we go, that meeting is now in a diary. Information often lives across expansive services today, like mail, files, meetings, Power BI data, and various other SaaS services. Teams is a hub both for communication and collaboration that brings all these services together in one single workspace. This increases productivity because Megan doesn't have to toggle between apps. When it comes to collaboration, Deep Office integration enables Megan to use the Office apps she's familiar with. So Excel, Word, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint are all built in and available right within Teams. As I can see from here, if I want, I can now edit this PowerPoint document directly within Teams, or I can open it up in a dedicated PowerPoint application online or the dedicated desktop application. In a conversation, Megan can upload a file such as a PowerPoint document. Every time someone creates a team, a corresponding SharePoint site is provisioned as well. So let's attach a quick file. And let's make Isaiah specifically aware of it. So when Megan shares a document, it automatically gets uploaded to that SharePoint site, and all the members of the team can easily access it through the Files tab. And there it is here in the Files tab now. The Files tab is included by default for every channel and provides an easy way for team members to share and store content. By default, all members of a team can edit and view any file that's being shared within a team. Megan can also share files from third-party storage services like Dropbox or Google Drive. In the usability testing conversation, let's just have a look at this and see what we can do. Here, Megan reviews a file that Joanna has shared with her. Megan can co-author and edit the file right in the app. As all files are stored in SharePoint, the latest version is always accessible to any member of the team without the need for email attachments. Let's take a look at this document. Previously, Joanna would have shared this file via email, and somebody would add their comments, reshare it, etc., etc. Now she can simply click the file to access the latest version. She can also review comments from other team members, making it easy for her to understand the full context of the file and to continue the conversation right in place. As every team is unique, Megan can tailor her team and customize it with tabs, connectors, and bots to include the apps and services which are relevant to the launch project. Teams has integrations with over 200 partners. Tabs are one of the ways Megan can customize the team. She can add tabs for files, notes, websites, and apps, both from Microsoft and third parties. This makes it easy for team members to access frequently used content or services with just one click. And Megan can, for example, pin important Office documents directly to the tab bar. So let's do that now. And there we go. She's now pinned the monthly project overview presentation. This afternoon, Megan is a weekly team planning meeting. Part of Megan's role in the team is to track the opportunity pipeline for the new product line. This Power BI dashboard offers a visually rich view of current and projected opportunities and revenue. Megan opens the Power BI tab and sees several reports, including opportunity count, revenue, and upcoming opportunities, which she wants to review in the meeting. All these Power BI reports are interactive. Megan can pause on any of these data points and get more information. Megan's team uses Microsoft Planner to organize their work and keep them on track. Planner's buckets for organizing tasks for this project, but Megan wants to add a new one. So she gives it a title, she sets a due date, and she assigns it to someone. In this case, she's going to assign it to herself. What she can also do is she can add more detail to this task. In this instance, she's just going to state that it's now in progress so that everyone in the team can see that. In addition to pinning Office services, Megan can also pin websites of third-party apps like Trello for task management, Hootsuite for social media, or even the Adobe Creative Cloud to bring designers and creatives together. Here, Megan uses Trello to manage activities within a team. Megan can also add a connector for Trello. When you assign a task to somebody in Trello, the connector sends a notification about that to the channel, which we can see here. This channel also includes a Bing News connector to show relevant news items discovered by Bing search. Now, what we can do is let's take a deeper look at what these sorts of things look like. So Microsoft Teams is integrated with a wide selection of project management apps, social feeds, and data visualization tools via connectors. For example, Twitter, RSS, Asana, etc., etc. Megan can use connectors to quickly add these apps to Microsoft Teams and get updates and notifications from them. For example, the X1050 launch team has a dedicated media channel for external news and social media feeds. Megan can also bring information from apps into a chat or channel message with a simple click. Here, she wants to share the latest news for AI in a message to her team. In the past, she'd have to go to the news tab, copy the link or a screenshot of the article, and then share it as part of the message. Now she can click on the three dots or use the command box, choose a respective app, and then include information from the app in her message without having to switch context. Easy as that. She can also include a card with information about a task from the Trello board she created. And Teams Megan can also access a personal view of apps in the left navigation menu. If we take a look at Planner, here she can easily access the apps that she cares about and see all the items that she's been assigned to across the apps, like tasks in Planner. So here you can see across everything that she's got in Planner, she can see all of her tasks. So everything that she hasn't started yet, everything that's in progress, and everything that she's completed. She can also see personal OneNote views and search for what apps others at the business within the business are using. Megan can also add intelligent bots to interact with Microsoft Teams. Bots can answer natural language questions and perform lightweight tasks such as FAQs. So Megan has pinned Disco to the tabs bar so that she can acknowledge the team for their contributions. All she has to do to give the team kudos is @Disco. And there we go. Finally, Megan can add a whole other range of bots and applications into Teams. From the store, she can search apps by name or category, such as project management or analytics and BI, or integration types, such as bots, tabs, or connectors. With one simple click, she can add the app to a team and choose which channels to add it to as a tab. So to conclude, throughout a day, Megan Bowman was successfully able to organize her team and project through Microsoft Teams as a single and secure location that brings together everything a team needs: chats, meetings, calls, files, and tools. And as a result, the amount of money and time that can be saved using Teams can be fairly staggering. Microsoft, in cooperation with Forrester, did a study on this. And I won't run through all these numbers, but as you can see, there's some pretty interesting figures that come out of this. For example, 4 hours every single week saved by information workers that use Teams through the improved collaboration and information sharing. 45 minutes saved per week by first-line workers who are able to collaborate better with their colleagues. Nearly 19% reduction in meetings every week. And all of these are ultimately money savers for any business that utilizes Teams. Another benefit that I extol to all of my clients that use this is email, internal email. On average, internal email drops by about 90% after 3 months of businesses utilizing Teams because it just kills internal email, because people find Teams to be a much easier way to collaborate and communicate with one another. So finally, with regards next steps for all of you listening, I'd suggest, obviously, first and foremost, start using Microsoft Teams. If you're an Office 365 subscriber, you have it. You get it for free. You don't necessarily have to sort of jump in feet first, but maybe pick a project that's just started or is about to go live, and do all of your collaboration on that project in Teams. Download the mobile app so that you can use it on the go, and just get familiar with it. Now, what even better than that, you contact inTec. So you can contact myself. My contact details are just there, and be more than happy to have a conversation around how you can best utilize Teams and how we can help you do that. So thanks very much. I hope that was useful. I'll take a quick look at the questions that we've got coming through on here. So do we offer training? Yes, absolutely. So as a business, we help businesses implement Teams. So that can be everything from its initial setup, so moving files into Teams that maybe exist on servers, but also helping the whole business then use that and implement it properly. What we can also do is then customize solutions around Teams. We touched upon it a little bit in the presentation, the ability to have bots and connectors. There's all sorts that Teams can do. It can automate processes for you, but you can also develop customized apps and bots specific to your business, and we can help you do that. So there's lots and lots of opportunity in there. And with regards to training itself, whether it's on site or not, it can be absolutely. So we tend to do on-site training with customers. Equally, we can run things remotely or across various locations, depending on the needs of a particular business. And that, I think, is all the questions that we've got. So yeah, I'd just like to say thanks very much for taking the time to listen. I hope I didn't go too far over, so that's pretty good for me. And yeah, as I say, I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions or any thoughts, feel free to get in touch with me directly. You've just seen my email address and my numbers. There they are again. If you want to have a look at this presentation again, you can do. Just click on the link that you've clicked on to join today, and the recording will be there, and it will all be captioned as well. So yeah, thanks very much for your time, and hopefully I'll see you again soon on the next webinar.